So today we're going to be changing the brake pads on the Peugeot. It's the same as the 205 GTi, front brake skirling. It's really simple. I've got to admit, I've started off already, so I've got the old ones out, but I just put them back to show you what you have to do. All you got to do on this is to take out the little retaining pin that was holding the long bars across, and then push out the bars. You can even do that using the pin itself. Pull them out. So these long retaining pins, these are holding in the brake pads. So once you've done that, now what happens is you've got to pull the pads out. So you might have to work with a screwdriver, kind of lever them back and forward to get them out. Eventually you'll get the old pads out like this, and you might need to push the piston back to give you more space to put in the new ones, because the new ones are going to be thicker than the old ones. But basically that's it. It's just as simple as that. They just slide either side of the disc. So when you're doing this, you can take. I haven't got ventilated discs on this model, but you can take the discs off and you can clean them. What I did was just put some anti-rust stuff on it. That's why they got the dark colour. There's one thing in the Haynes manual that on these brakes, there's actually on the inside one, there's supposed to be a sensor. You can see it's falling out of this one. There's a hole. Can't see it. There's a hole at the bottom there where there was a sensor, but it's fallen out. But the new one's got one in. Well, this is a second hand. Well, this is a good new. It's a good old one, but it's because I used it partially before. But you should really put new ones in. You're supposed to change them the other side as well, but I've done that already. So you notice on this, it's got that. This is what it says in the Haynes manual. This is the anti-knock spring, and this is supposed to go on the inside at the bottom. So you push the piston back. You can lever it back carefully with a screwdriver or with a piece of wood. Just gently hit it with a hammer, but don't damage it or the seal. Just push it back carefully. Then you slot that in. See, lines up with the disc approximately. And then this one has this kind of bar retaining thing on it, and the pins have got to push that down on each side. It's like a seesaw basically. And when you put that in, but it's best to do is to clean these pads off as well, which I've already done. Then you just roll it back. So you see how simple it is? It's so simple, it's easier than easy. Then you just got to put the pins back in. Push that in. See it come through the other. You can see it there. It came through there. Same with the one at the bottom. And push the bar down. A little problem here. It's supposed to be. That's it. So that basically that bar across there is this thing. So the bar that kind of holds it in position like a spring. Oh yeah. So then you just plug in sensor, low pad sensor that goes on there, and then this little clip goes in here into the hose. You can just turn the bar around until you find the hose. Then that goes in there, and then that one goes in there. Okay, so you see, it's as easy as that. I've got to admit, okay, I cheated because I took the old ones out first. I should have shown that, but you get the idea. So the next part 2, another video. I now need to test. So I've still got the test gauge on the caliper. I'm going to try and pump the brakes. What will happen is the piston needs to take up some fluid so that it can take up the slack, and then it should be held a bit closer. But I'll do that in the next video. Thanks for watching.